and Kadyrov will be mad again. In Grozny, Russia, a drone targeted the territory of the 2nd Special Forces Regiment of the Ministry of Internal Affairs, named after Kadyrov. We are waiting for his reaction, which will be in a comedy section. Russia assembled 300 boats to cross the Dnipro River and advance to Kherson's west bank, says regional head Oleksandr Prokudin. Recently, Russians already attacked Kozatsky Island near Novokakhovka, he added. Russian troops are storming the Kherson direction in an attempt to gain a foothold on some islands in the Dnipro River Delta. Vladislav Voloshin, the spokesperson for the Ukrainian military's southern command, told Suspilne. Russian forces are trying to conduct attacks near the Kozatsky and Krulik Islands, Voloshin said. His comments came after Kherson Oblast Governor Oleksandr Prokudin told the Financial Times that Russia wants to launch another offensive in the direction of Kherson. Kherson and other regional settlements west of the Dnipro River have been subjected to near-daily Russian strikes since Ukraine liberated the area in November 2022, and Russian troops were pushed to the river's east bank. Voloshin confirmed this claim, adding that Moscow's attack attempts have failed and resulted in losses. Their goal is to capture a certain foothold, hold it, and bring as much of our forces and means as possible, he said. Russia is now training its forcing assault groups in occupied territories of Zaporizhzhia and Kherson oblasts, the spokesperson said, citing Ukraine's intelligence data. According to Voloshin, Moscow's troops are practicing how to cross water obstacles and transfer landing groups. There has not been a single successful attempt at this assault or enemy crossing in a month. The Ukrainian Defense Forces are now reliably defending the city of Kherson and Kherson Oblast and the entire right bank, Voloshin told Radio Free Europe or Radio Liberty. Throughout 2024, Ukraine has faced a challenging situation in its defense of the front line, particularly in Donetsk Oblast, where Russia has consistently concentrated its offensive potential. Ukraine has also been building heavy fortifications near the southern city of Zaporizhzhia, in preparations for a potential Russian offensive in the region. UAV operators of the Ukrainian 47th Mechanized Brigade continue to destroy Russian equipment and personnel in the Kursk region. A video message from Russian soldiers from the Special Military Zone to Romanian patriots is being circulated in pro-Russian blogs. Romania, get ready. The liberators are coming to you.
Dear Romanian brothers, greetings to you from Donbass, Russia. We are truly glad to see that, following other European nations, your great people have awakened. You made a worthy choice by selecting an honest, courageous leader, and most importantly, principled leader, Kalin Georgescu. This person is a great friend of Russia and a strong opponent of Western influence. In our challenging times, such beliefs, and together, like in 1945, we will defeat all European fields and liberate our continent, because our war is your war too. We know there are many patriots and brave people in Romania ready to fight with us, shoulder to shoulder, because in so-called Ukraine, there are also your lands and your brothers who suffer under the heel of the Kiev regime. It's time to restore justice. Forward, Kalin Georgescu. We believe in you. Together we will win.
Trump's envoy on Ukraine, Keith Kellogg, responds to Russian oligarch Malafyev's dismissal of Trump's peace proposal. Get back in your box and understand President Trump better, because clearly you don't, and you definitely don't understand the United States of America.
This tycoon says Kellogg comes to Moscow with his plan. We take it and then tell him to screw himself because we don't like any of it. That'd be the whole negotiation. For the talks to be constructive, we need to talk not about the future of Ukraine, but the future of Europe and the world. Real quick, final thought, or final reaction, I should say.
Yeah, my reaction to that, he better understand who Donald J. Trump is, because it's a big mistake to underestimate Donald J. Trump. The world has done that before and has made a massive mistake. This is not Keith Kellogg. We're talking about the United States of America and President Trump. and he will handle it like he's always handled it. And I would just my comment to him is, better get back in your box and better understand President Trump, because clearly you don't, and you clearly do not understand the United States of America.
Got it.
In the event of a ceasefire between Ukraine and Russia, German soldiers could also be deployed to maintain peace, according to Federal Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock. In addition to security guarantees such as NATO membership, an international presence to secure a ceasefire is also on the table, said the Green politician at a NATO foreign ministers meeting in Brussels. When asked about a possible German role in this, she said that, of course, the German side will support everything that serves peace in the future with all its strength. The question of who could provide a peacekeeping force in the event of an emergency is currently being raised, particularly against the backdrop of the impending change of power in the USA. In Brussels, it is not ruled out that Donald Trump, as president, could try to pressure Ukraine and Russia into negotiations. To do this, he could, for example, threaten Ukraine with cutting off military aid if it refuses to do so. In such a case, he could announce to Russian President Vladimir Putin that he would increase military aid to Kyiv once again. The new EU foreign policy chief Kaja Kallas said at the weekend that she thinks it is conceivable that European soldiers could secure a possible ceasefire in Ukraine. According to her, the soldiers could also come from countries that have already expressed their openness to discussions about sending troops in the past. These include France and the Baltic states, for example. Before the new U.S. President Donald Trump takes office on January 20th, Ukraine cannot expect an invitation to join NATO. Alliance Secretary General Mark Rutte made this clear on Tuesday at the alliance's last foreign ministers' meeting before Trump's inauguration. Shortly before the talks, the Kremlin had warned NATO against admitting Ukraine and spoke of an unacceptable threat, according to the New York Times. Last week, General Gerasimov, the chief of the Russian General Staff, called General Brown, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Gerasimov told Brown that the strike on Ukraine with Oreshnik medium-range missiles was planned long before President Biden authorized limited ATACMS strikes on internationally recognized Russian territory. It seems that the Russians are trying to convince the Americans that Oreshnik was not a nuclear threat to the West. Earlier reports suggested that the missile wasn't even armed with explosives.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.